Good afternoon, Ghana. It's 12 o'clock. Time to reach for mobile water. Mobile water, unique in every way.
Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to the Midday News.
Let the water flow. I will speak to him directly. President John Dramani Mahama. Yellow blood do.
The Midday News is live on Joy 99.7 FM, hits 103.9 FM in Accra. We're live on Love 99.5 in Kumasi, myjoyonline.com, and affiliates in all 16 regions of Ghana, including Victory FM, Aplao, Radio Justice, Tamale, and Dreams FM, Bolgatanga. Also live on X Spaces and Facebook. The Midday News is supported by Petrosol Platinum Energy, energizing dreams. Coming up this afternoon, fierce academic showdown at the University of Cape Coast this afternoon as three of Ghana's most prestigious senior high schools, Opokuwari School, Infantsipim School, and St. Augustine's College, face it off for the ultimate prize in the 2025 National Science and Math Quiz.
We are bringing the trophy back to Opokuwari School, and we are going to tell the students from Infantsipim and St. Augustine that nothing is stopping us from taking this trophy this year.
I have faith in my boys, especially Benjamin and Ahmed. They are actually good, so we are coming with full heat. Yeah.
Well, we have all the excitement here. We'll tell you why Joy News is projecting Opokuwari School to beat Infantsipim and St. Augustine's College to the ultimate. Now, the National Disaster Management Organization raises alarm over a building housing students' nurses at Klagon, says structure lacks integrity.
If it needs to be collapsed, to be brought down, we will do that because we cannot sacrifice human life for people's personal interests.
Also coming up, crisis in public hospitals as clinicians risk misdiagnosis and poorly treating ailments after losing 5-year medical data records of patients on electronic data management systems. With details as the yet-to-be restored information management system also threatens research data. In sports,
Coach Otuado is set to name Black Star squad as preparations begin for Japan and South Korea friendlies.
Also this afternoon, Accra Metropolitan Assembly warns of health threats as traders defy sanitation directives at Agbogbloshie Market. We have details as the Clean Ghana Task Force swoops on traders once again for flouting hygiene rules, and later swapping drinks for deep thoughts. Drunkards Association of Ghana takes a 1-week consumption break to reflect on their lives and prepare for the drinking season as the holidays approach.
To enable the members ensure their well-being and also engage their various religious leaders in organizing prayer sessions for the nation. After the date that we have to come back into drinking, we are looking at ensuring that they drink responsibly ahead of the festive season.
These and more with me, Maame, Nyamekye, Thompson. This is Joy News, independent, fearless, and credible. Please stay. This afternoon, it is a fierce academic showdown as three of Ghana's most prestigious schools, Opokuwari School, Infantsipim School, and St. Augustine's College, battle for glory and academic superiority at the grand finale of the 2025 National Science and Math Quiz set to come off at the University of Cape Coast. The atmosphere on campuses of the three schools and at the University of Cape Coast is already electric, with hundreds of students, alumni and supporters trooping in, draped in school colors and chanting school anthems as they gear up for what many are calling one of the most competitive finals in recent years. Adobe Asari reports from Cape Coast.
Each of these schools walks into the finals with a story that could make history. At Infantsipim School, confidence fills the air. The defending champions have one mission: to prove that last year's victory was no fluke. Their preparation is steady, their focus unwavering.
We have won the trophy in the years 1999, 2014, and then last year, 2024. and then we are hoping to win it again this year.
But not far away, St. Augustine's College has unfinished business. Last year's defeat at the hands of Infansipim still lingers in their memory. For them, this final is more than just a competition. It is redemption in motion.
But this year, God has been so good to us. We have made it to the final again, and we know that He will be faithful to us, and we will win it this year.
Then there is Opoku School, the silent giants but hungry to break their 22-year trophyless jinx. Among their trio of contestants stands one who has been part of this journey since first year. Now in his final lap, he carries not just equations and theories, but years of persistence, lessons, and dreams to make history.
Initially, it was in my mind that I should just give up, or just stop or not compete in the competition any longer. But then I had motivation from my parents, my friends, from the old students and the teachers.
As the clock ticks closer to the grand finale, one question hangs in the air. Whose story will end in triumph? For now, the trophy waits, and so does history. Adobia Sare, Joy News, Cape Coast.
Well, all three schools come into the contest with strong pedigrees and a hunger for glory. We have analysis of the three schools and how they will fare, including Joy News' projected winner for today. Before that, though, let's take you to the University of Cape Coast. But we'll do that. Let's take you first to Owas and speak to Nana Boachi Yadom, who is currently there. Nana, what's the atmosphere there now?
Well, Maame, a number of students are trooping into the Kateche Joe Mensah Auditorium with the alumni and teachers. They are preparing the auditorium for the students to get seated and wait for the contest to begin. It's been a tense, please, electric campus as they are all waiting to break their 23-year trophyless journey. Since 2002, when they lost their second contest, the Pokuari is gearing for their third.
Radio outside, right?
And so that has been the move over here on the campus.
All right, Dana, thank you so much. I'll come back to you later. But let's speak to Jackie. She's currently at the University of Cape Coast for a feel of how the atmosphere is there. Jackie, what can you report?
Well, Mamisi, the atmosphere here is getting charged up ahead of the closing ceremony here at the NEC Auditorium. Currently, there are a couple of students here, old students from the various schools, the three competing schools, and they are about to allow them enter the premises.
How about the contestants? Are they ready? What are you saying?
Yes, so Mamisi, the contestants are not in the premises yet. They are still at the Superannuation Hall where we are all lodged at. They'll be in any moment from now. But currently, it's only the schools, the supporters, those students right outside the auditorium that they are just charging up engaging the mood here and singing some drama songs and all that.
But bring us to speed with the events leading up to the contest. What are we to expect?
Well, Mamisi, there'll be a closing ceremony. There'll be some awards that'll be given out to some of the schools. You know, during the competition, we have some schools coming from deprived areas, teachers who also taught in deprived areas. And there are some outstanding contestants in there too. So that is what is expected today. The awards to these students and the actual contest for today, where everyone is anticipating that at the end of the day, we'll get to find out who gains all the bragging rights for this year.
All right. Thank you, Jackie. I will definitely keep an eye on that one. Let's get back to the schools now and speak to Adobia Asare, who is currently at Infantsipim College. Adobia, what's happening there now? Adobia, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Great. Tell us, bring us to speed. What's the atmosphere at Infantsipim College?
Well, Maame, about an hour ago, the atmosphere here was electric as the Butcher Boys sang Jama songs and chants ahead of the much anticipated contest. But because they have to prepare for their upcoming 149th anniversary and speech day, classes aren't very effective here in front of him. The boys are rehearsing in their various departments. But in anticipation of the grand finale, they are currently preparing their assembly hall for those who will be left in school to watch the contest live. Maame.
For me, I'm not very shy because I know that I have fame in my voice, especially Benjamin and Ahmed. They are actually good, so we are coming with full hits. Yeah, they are very good.
That's amazing. So today, what score do you think you are ending the competition with?
Oh, 50 points.
50?
Yeah, actually, 50 points.
50 points?
Yeah. for us, we are not falling. We are always positive. We are not negative. Yeah.
That God who started with us is going to end with us in good grace. Thank you very much.
Okay, that's amazing. So
actually, today's contest is going to be amazing. It is actually a contest that the Lord has prepared for us. You see, in the book of Philippians chapter 2 verse 13, Bible says that it is God that works in man. And so Tinjani and Benjamin that we see on stage, it is not human being that is seated, but it is God that is seated going to answer our questions for us marvelously. They should watch out for Infantipim. Infantipim is coming live and colored like a roaring lion.
And so you heard that some students from Infantipim College speaking to Adobe Asari earlier. Let's head now to St. Augustine's College, where Collins Frimpong is standing by. Collins, what's the atmosphere there?
Being a blend of Jama vibes and academic focus here at St. Augustine's College, as the boys gear up for a shot at their third NSM title. So this morning when we got here, we realized that most of them are in class, but the academic headmaster was able to release the Jama boys to us that we've been engaging. Last year they lost to Infantipim and their performance in this year's contest hasn't really up there, but they have the belief that they will win their third national title today.
Actually, right now we are on heat. As you can see, this is the least you get from us. The rest will be determined when we win. I'm not using if. I said when, because right now we are just waiting, and we know St. Augustine is praying for us. So anticipate. Thank you.
But you are coming up against Infantipim. We know the number of times you have met them that they've also won most contests against you. Doesn't it strike some sort of fear in you?
Oh no, you know what happened last year was that we just underestimated them, so we relaxed. But now we are praying. We are in the mood of prayers. So all that I have to tell them is that they should take their time. They should wait for us.
And you hear the students of St. Augustine's College. We spoke earlier to students of OWAS as well.
How ready are you to see your people on the national stage?
We are very ready, very, very ready. This year, we are bringing the trophy back to Opoku School. And we are going to tell the students from Fanspim and St. Augustine that nothing is stopping us from taking this trophy this year. It's been 23 years, and this is our year. We have prepared very well. And this year, we are going to take the trophy back to Opoku High School.
You are saying that Infantipim and Ogasco cannot stop you this time around?
No.
They have strong contestants.
They have strong contestants, but we are coming stronger and way better.
Okay.
Nothing is going to stop us this year.
Electrifying atmosphere there in the schools. Well, shortly we'll hear from some prominent old students of the three schools. Before that, let's bring you our analysis. Lead data analyst with Joy Research Desk, Isaac Ofieje, joins me in studio right now. For that, Isaac, tell us what the numbers are saying.
Well, so Maame, there's a model that we've been working with since 2018, and this model has been able to predict the winner of the National Science and Maths quiz using average scores from the 1/8 to the semi-finals, and here we are holding all other factors constant. So in, let's say, 7 finals, the model has been able to predict correctly 5 of the finals with just 2 outliers. And in fact, looking at this year, the model is actually predicting Opoku School to with the highest winning probability this year, 37.1 winning probability. Infantipim School is second with 33.3 winning probability. St. Augustine's College, 29.6% winning probability. And in fact, usually, based on this score, the contest is usually between the first 2 schools with the highest average score from the 1/8 to the semi-final. Okay. But since there have been 2 outliers, still, we actually, looking at other convergence point, looking at other data point, and even momentum to see who is likely to win. But in terms of winning probability, based on the model, Opoku is in the lead in terms of winning probability.
Right. Thank you so much, Kofije, for that. Well, we live to see who takes the trophy at the end of the day. But joining me right now is George Quay. He's an old student of Infantipim College, Infantipim School. I beg your pardon. I keep saying college. George, what are your expectations for the contest today?
Oh, the contest was won a year ago. We're just repeating what we did last year. The other schools are just privileged to step into the same ring with the school. You know, there are only two schools in Ghana: the school, which is Fansman, and then the rest.
Well, I
Fansman
know
is going
not
to win it
everybody's
between
going to
St.
agree with you
Augustine's
on
and
that.
Opokore. They can arrange it among themselves however they want to.
All right. Well, I also have on the line with me Kojo Yankson. He's an old student of St. Augustine's College. Kojo, what are your expectations?
Well, I expect Opokuware to go back to Kumasi, very proud to have come second to St. Augustine's College. Fansipim School will be along for the ride, as usual. But every now and then, when they come up against a college, it's an opportunity for them to learn a lesson. Today will be no different.
Nathaniel, you are at St. Augustine's College as well. I mean, tell us, what do you think?
Well, it is a very, very simple, conversation we're having here. We are a college of specials. Whenever schools are having their conversations, we leave them to have their conversations. That is why we are St. Augustine's College. Now, some people say that they have been in existence and they call themselves the school. Now, if you are the school, then why is it that when the biggest franchise, which is the West African competition, came by, you didn't show up? Now, before we go into today's final, let me just send a simple message, and a reminder to the organizers of the competition Prime Time, that the role of honor has a little defect. The role of honor must begin in order of prominence. And in terms of order of prominence, St. Augustine's College stands tallest because we are the only West African champions since this competition started. Since we won that accolade, it has been hung. And so we're waiting for them to organize yet another West African competition.
And you heard that George Kwe, Kojo Yankson, and Nathaniel Atto, all students of Infantipim and St. Augustine's College. Well, we're going to see who takes the trophy now. Well, also joining us is Stephen Amwam, former Deputy Minister of Finance and an old student of Opokuware School. We're grateful for your time, sir. How confident are you that OAS is carrying the day today?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. We're asking how confident you are that OAS is picking up the trophy today.
In the first place, thank you for this opportunity, and I congratulate my boys for making us proud as past students. I am 100% sure that Opokuware is going to go through. Mind you, apart from PRESEC, we have had the highest number of finals in this country. It's only PRESEC that always was actually, as somebody you say, sitting on our pleasure. But I'm telling you, this time, they've been very consistent and see their performance this time throughout all the levels. So we know that they are going to win with the help of God and the hard work and the faith we have in the boys, and they are confident they will win. They will come home. They will come to Accra and Kumasi with the trophy. And we are motivating them and praying for them. So I know that by the close of the day, you see that Opokuware will become the winner.
Thank you so much, Mr. Stephen Amwa. He's former Deputy Minister of Finance and an old student of Opokuware School. Definitely keep your dials here. The competition is live on the Joy News at 2 p.m. It will also be live on Joy FM 99.7 FM and on all our social media platforms. We'll see who picks up the trophy at the end of the day. Moving on, the National Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, is sounding fresh alarm over a building accommodating students of Clintops University College of Health and Allied Sciences at Klagon in the Tema West Municipality. This follows the collapse of an adjoining three-story structure which left a woman and her two children injured. Director of Man-Made Disaster at NADMO, Maxwell Emmanuel Niba, says preliminary assessments indicate that the building housing the student nurses lacks structural integrity and poses a serious risk. He adds that the structure will be cordoned off to allow for a comprehensive investigation.
It's becoming an issue in the country where people get different permits and then they convert their permits into different constructions. So on our check with assembly available here, you know they have not gotten permit to put up a store building here. You can see the adjoining building over there have not also gotten permit, and yet they have constructed a 4-story building that is habiting student nurses, and that is another danger that is looming up. So we are taking up an instruction that once students are vacating today, once they leave the cordon of the area until the complete assessment is done before anybody will be allowed to move in. And we will send a report to our bosses for the next action to be done. So if it's need to be collapsed, to be brought down, we will do that because we cannot sacrifice human life for people, personal interests.
Meanwhile, the Ministerial Chief Executive for Tema West, Ludwig Tay Totime, confirmed that the developer began construction without the necessary permit, prompting the Assembly to issue a stop work notice.
You can see we've written on their wall as at 17th of September. He came, they were asked to stop, so they are somewhere in the interim to provide all the necessary documents. Again, the engineer has recently seen some other developments that he's been cautioned against as well. For now, because the building went down, the grounds might have shaken, or I wouldn't say might have shaken, the ground should have shaken for now. So actually what we are doing is to get all, because you can see there's another development right behind there, so that whatever would have affected it due to the shaking will be taken into consideration. So it's not what used to happen before, it's what will happen from now.
And you're still listening to the Midday News here on Joy 99.7 FM. Still to come, we have sports, and later, swapping drinks for deep thoughts. Drunkards Association of Ghana take a one-week consumption break to reflect on their lives and prepare for the drinking season as the holidays approach.
To enable the members, ensure their well-being, and also engage their various religious leaders in organizing prayer session for the nation. After the date that we have to come back into drinking, we are looking at ensuring that they drink responsibly ahead of the festive season.
When I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth with Kale Charcoal toothpaste. This gives me confidence all day.
Anytime you meet Amma, don't be surprised I smile showing my beautiful white teeth because I don't have cavity thanks to Kale Charcoal toothpaste for its natural charcoal properties. In fact, we are like twins. I can't go without my Kale Charcoal toothpaste.
That be why I dey use Kale Charcoal toothpaste morning and night when I dey go bed safe. It dey make my teeth white when it dey comot every scent from my mouth inside. My confidence level they go up, so I dey show my 32 teeth all.
Introducing the Kale Charcoal toothpaste, formulated with activated bamboo charcoal powder, ensures whiter teeth and removes bad breath. The strong natural property of the activated bamboo charcoal removes bacteria, absorbs surface stains on our teeth caused by coffee, wines, and tobacco. Welcome, Kale Charcoal toothpaste. Kale Charcoal toothpaste, Sankofa Yenchi.
Kale, happy smile.
This advert is FDA approved.
The winning season is back, but this time I am collecting the wins like Jollof at a wedding. The luckiest season 3 is here. Your chance to flip your luck, or maybe your bank accounts too.
2 easy ways to join. Dial *712#. Hit 1 to buy for you, or 2 to gift a friend. Feeling lucky? Pick 1 for a random number, or hit 2 to choose your own. Pay with mobile money. Done. You're in.
Or go to theluckiestafrica.com, click community tickets, choose your number, or let the system do so for you. You can buy a ticket for your boo or your favorite barber. Pay with Momo or card if you are abroad.
1 ticket could turn your 1 Ghana cedi into 500 times more. And the whole community could win 10 times over.
Dial *712# or log on.
Let's get lucky together because luck is everywhere.
Welcome back to the Midday News, the sports.
Maame Otuado and his technical team are expected to name their squad by the end of the week, ahead of Ghana's upcoming international friendlies. The Black Stars will travel to Asia to face Japan on the 14th of November, before taking on South Korea 4 days later. The matches form part of preparations for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Here's the FA's Communications Director, Henry Asantichum.
Tentatively, we are looking at the close of this week or the weekend to confirm who will be in the squad or the full composition or full complement of the team. Plan is that the advanced team will depart Accra on Friday for Japan, and then the rest of the technical team. And I don't know if there will be local players or not, but depending on the number of local players, they will also travel hopefully on Sunday for Japan, and then we'll be expecting the players after their respective matches from Tuesday.
That's the Communications Director of the Ghana Football Association, Henry Asantichum.
Thank you, Mubarak. Now, doctors at various public health facilities across the country are facing a difficult time in diagnosing and treating diseases as medical data records of patients dating as far back as 2020 have been lost following the shutdown of the Lightwave Health Information Management System. Emmanuel Baikweko reports.
For at least 3 weeks now, health professionals across Ghana's public health facilities have had to bear the drudgery of manually entering data of patients. From resorting to folders and exercise books, the shutdown of the Lightwave Health Information Management System is presenting dire consequences to the health sector. Aside from the long winding queues witnessed at the hospitals as patients seek medical care, a stark reality of medical data loss is threatening quality healthcare delivery. Dr. Elliot Cranton-Tano is a nephrologist at the Konfanoti Teaching Hospital. He highlights the challenges the situation is posing to his work.
And we had to virtually tell the patient that, listen, we are unable to assess, so those of you who have ever come, you may have to go. And those who remember your medications, then we may have to now write your own medications. Now the question is, I mean, for me as a nephrologist, whatever has happened to your kidney function, whether it's improving or getting worse, I will be able to tell if I'm able to see what your last lab result was.
This afternoon, fresh arrest this time at the Abubulishiya market as members of the Clean Ghana campaign task force descended on traders who continue to ignore repeated warnings to vacate unsanitary trading zones. John News's Stephen Mensah reports.
A dramatic chase unfolded as a yam seller ran desperately to escape the task force. Despite weeks of warnings, many traders still operate in filthy conditions, officials describe as a serious public health hazard.
When we came here, they told us not to sell on the drains. They also said they wouldn't seize our goods if we stayed at a safe distance away from the drains. So why are they taking our goods today?
A Clean Ghana campaign spearheaded by the Accra Metropolitan Assembly is intensifying its enforcement of sanitation bylaws, particularly in markets notorious for open dumping and trading on drains. Director of the Clean Ghana campaign, Florence Kuchi, says the exercise is part of a citywide drive to restore cleanliness and discipline in the capital's markets.
We have already arrested about 12 people, and for those we couldn't arrest, we've confiscated their wares. We know that once we have their items, they will come for them.
Management of the Sunyani Technical University have raised alarm over the safety of its students with increasing threat from land guards. According to the Auditor General's report, the school has currently lost 35 acres of its 163-acre land to encroachers. Appearing before the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament, Professor Kwejo Dinkra Apia narrates to the committee how they've been battling over ownership of the land for the past 11 years.
At a point, I think around 2014, a woman claiming to be a member of the family that used to own the land before government vested it into itself wrote to the university that they need compensation. So we responded and forwarded the letter to the Minister of Education and the Finance and informed them that we have sent their request to the minister. Then just about 2 weeks later, we saw summons, court summons, and we made our solicitors responded, and we went to court. So as the case was pending in court, before we realized, people had started building. So when they started, the university mobilized. We went in and demolished over 30 structures on the land. Then later, when they demolished it, when we did a demolition, they came back and took us again to court. That time they filed about 10 cases. So we have 11 cases pending before the court. They were building again.
Now, from the 10th to 17th November, bar owners will not witness the usual number of consumers troop to their pubs as the Beverage Consumers and Bar Owners Association, popularly known as the Drunkards Association of Ghana, take a break from drink. Members say this breather is necessary due to the grief they've experienced from the recent losses of several prominent figures in the country. Here's the association's president.
Since the helicopter crash to the death of Daddy Lumba to the death of most of the artists, mourning all these prominent people has led into the increase in consumption of the alcoholic beverages in the market by our members. And there's a need for us to take some steps to ensure that we regulate their consumption. So put a strike on the consumption for at least a week to enable the members, ensure their well-being, go for the necessary screening at the various health centers, and then also engage their various religious leaders.
Moses Drybone there. And that's how we end this edition of the Midday News here on Joe 99.7 FM. I am Maame Nyamekye Thompson. Up next is Live and Word.